What is up, guys? It is Zombie, and welcome back again to another video, and the Grimoire has updated yet again. Guys, before this video begins, be sure to leave a like on today's video and subscribe to the channel if you are new. I cover DBD news, updates, and more, and today the Grimoire has released verse 3 of the Choose Your Own Chapter update. So we actually got the answers for who won the last verse, and it's actually different from what I got on my unofficial YouTube poll that I'm comparing with the official answers, and it's actually not even close. So that's interesting, because the past two ones I've done, I've gotten it pretty, one-to-one with the answers for the most part. But this time, the answers are very different from my YouTube page compared to the actual answers on the Grimoire. So for Survivor verse 3, it says the winner is A Life of Suffering with 25.1%, and then Endless Mystery at 24.49%. So very, very close for Endless Mysteries. Anyways, so my official answer here is actually A Life of Suffering is in second place at 31%, and Endless Mystery I lumped in with Life on the Run because there was 5 instead of 4 options. So I just put them together, and it got 46%. So I'm assuming most of that was because of Endless Mystery, but the reason why it's so high is because of the fact that it's 2 and 1, and both of them are pretty good options, to be fair. So yeah, so on my poll, Life on the Run or Endless Mystery is number 1, but they are 2 and 1, so that can kind of throw off a number a little bit. But A Life of Suffering did get second place, but it ended up being the number 1 winner for Survivor. On the other hand, the winner for Killer so far is Divine, which is my personal choice, and Cosmic. So Divine on my poll got 28%, meaning it is in second place, and Parasitic Creature was actually the number 1 on my YouTube poll, and Cosmic Horror was actually the 3rd spot. But it looks like it was actually the 2nd spot on here. So yeah, Divine's the winner, but there is still a chance for Cosmic to, I guess, be the killer. But with that aside, with that, stats and stuff out of the way, let's just take a look at what exactly it is going to be this time around. Standing in the foyer, you see the cause of your suffering, the divine creature believed to have brought about the collapse of your world. Your blood runs cold at the sight of the one your people fear the most. The divine creature is facing the other direction. You will need to find a way to evade this killer of worlds before it realizes you are there. You pray you can get the safety unscathed. This is so cool. Okay, so we got the divine killer here, and we have to evade it. So let's see what the options here. How do we escape this killer? So we can climb to the 2nd floor. Your strength is your greatest asset. It will serve you as it has in the past. Go to the nearest door. Your logic is your greatest asset. You must create a distance from the creature. Disorient the killer. Your creativity is your greatest asset. Never underestimate the element of surprise. Charge past the killer. Endless Mystery. Your courage is your greatest asset. The creature will never expect such a bold move. And remember your studies. Endless Mysteries. Your intellect is your greatest asset. You know enough about this creature to survive it. Alright, so I'm not going to vote quite yet. I want to see what the second options here are. So, Killer verse 3, your reflection disappears as you emerge from the unphysical space and into a sprawling room made of many pathways. The divine force brings memory of terrors rendered upon countless worlds, the screams and cries of nightmares of unworthy souls. They whispered stories of your almighty deliverance from civilization to civilization. Your reputation preceded you everywhere you went. So, what was your reputation among unworthy souls? Wielder of exalted truths. They said you were beautiful and terrifying, unknowable by your very nature. Alright? Overlord of sacred abominations. They said you sway over the underworld, served by your devoted victims. Harbinger of justice. They said that you brought equilibrium to all worlds, with no mercy granted or remorse felt. Alright, so we got Thanos there. Carver of the haunted thoughts. So they said you were born of imagination, were real and unreal were once one and the same. And Steward of the temporal cosmos. They said that time and space were in your grasp, your influence extending across dimensions. So this actually does kind of confirm something I was curious about. I was curious if we changed the the thing here from Life of Suffering to Endless Mysteries, for example. I was afraid that if we changed it, it would entirely change the entire course of everything. It seems like that it's just going to go along with whatever the theme is here. Like for Divine, if we pick the Cosmo one, it will still be a divine creature. It would just be of cosmic origins, I suppose. So it would still be divine, at least for the survivor, but it would just be of cosmic origins, which is kind of cool. I like that we get to keep the actual winner, but we can change it to be whatever the second winner is as well. I think that's kind of cool. So it looks like we got the general theming of this chapter down. We have a survivor who is from a life of suffering. So let's see what the option I'm going to pick here is going to be. So I have chosen Remember Your Studies, and I chose this because I like the fact that this is going to be a survivor that is directly tied with the killer in some way. I love when chapters do that. I know all of them kind of do that. All of them are kind of like that. But in this case, I think the fact that this is a survivor that has studied whatever this killer is going to be a rather interesting combination into the game. I'm going to be real. I think I'm going to go with both of the options here in Cosmic for both survivor and killer. I'm going to pick the secondary options because I was going to pick Overlord of Sacred Abominations because I think that's cool. However, we already have Vecna, and Vecna is kind of like that already. He is served by victims of his. So I think Vecna kind of already fills that spot for me, kind of. So I would normally pick Overlord of Sacred Abominations, but like I said, we kind of got Vecna already, so I don't know if I want to get, like, Vecna again. I'd rather get something we haven't gotten yet. I think I'm gonna go with Steward of the Temporal Cosmos. They said time and space were in your grasp, your influence extending across dimensions. I'm gonna go with that one because I think that one is probably the most, I guess, unique of all of them, to have a space-themed killer that can control time and space. I think that is an original concept that we have not gotten anything like that yet in DBD for a killer. So I'm gonna go with Steward of the Temporal Cosmos. That's going to be my choice for killer. Let me know what you guys think down below of your choice, and I guess your reasoning for that choice. Because like I said, I would pick normally Overworld of Sacred Abominations, but like I said, it sounds a little too much like Vecna to me, so I'm going to go with something that we just haven't gotten yet. I could see where this is going already. It would be really cool, like, if it keeps that divine theme going, that this survivor knows, and I guess their world studies this killer as like a religion, and this killer is just from it can control time and space and just like, yo, your world, yeah, I'm gonna destroy it. So you know, I think that's kind of cool. I like where this is going. This is definitely one of the coolest things DBD has kind of done in a long time, because we're literally building this chapter. I think that's really cool. So yeah, curious what you guys are gonna pick, because like I said, I'm still gonna host a YouTube poll on my channel. Eventually you'll see it pop up about these questions. I am going to still do that, but we know now that it's not always going to be 100% one-to-one, because my last two polls were pretty accurate, but this time we were completely off, and I think I know why that's the case. I'm going to change it around so that it might not do that again, but if it does, I don't think we can go off YouTube polls anymore, guys. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next video. Have a great day, and peace. Bye, guys.